Okay, welcome everybody to the Thursday, August 26th. What is that the day? Thursday, August 26th, I guess it is. Middlesex London Emergency Medical Services Authority meeting, and we're going to call the meeting to order and see if anybody has a provision for disclosure of pecuniary interest or a disclosure of pecuniary interest. I don't see any, so I'm going to move on. Brian, you're still good? You can hear us okay?
Yes, I can.
Perfect. First thing I'd like to do is deal with item number 3, which are the minutes of the August 19th meeting, coincidentally a week ago. And does anybody have any questions? Somebody want to move those? Moved by Stephen, seconded by Curtis. All those in favor?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Brian, and it's carried. Okay, so I'm going to ask for a motion to reorder the agenda a little bit. Just makes a little bit more sense to go into close first and then come out and report on what the results are. So, Marcy, I'm reading this. You're saying you're asking for a motion to reorder the agenda, but do you really need that, or you just sort of need it's okay?
If you can get a motion, that would be good.
Okay, so I need a motion to reorder the agenda, moved by Kathy, seconded by Stephen. All those in favor? And it's
Yes.
carried. So we're going to move to 7A, which is the closed session. And Bailey, I'm going to rely upon you here with the recording. Are you there, Bales? I might have lost him. Oh, there he is.
No, I'm cutting out.
Okay, I'm going to move into closed. I'm going to get a motion to move into closed session. So I'm just giving you some warning on that. Can I get a motion to move into closed session in order to consider a labor relations or employee negotiations matter? Can I get someone? Thank you, Brian. And seconded by Stephen. All those in favor? It's carried.
Yes.
Okay. And then we have this action item number 4A is where I'm at, right, Marcy? So this is the updated 2022 budget estimate overview. And we have a motion that says that the draft 2022 estimates for Middlesex London Emergency Medical Services Authority operating as the Middlesex London Paramedic Service in the amount of, Colin?
$52,087,694.96.
Be approved as presented, forwarded to the Middlesex County Budget Committee, and that the City of London be advised of this accordingly. Okay, anybody want to move that motion? Any brave souls on the screen? Kathy is a brave soul. Seconded by Curtis. All those in favor? Stephen's afraid to vote on this. Are you voting in favor, Stephen, or against? All those against. I don't know what number. I don't know what you want me to put you down as, Stephen, but
put me down as affirmative. I guess I still have my concerns.
I wasn't sure what this one meant. We don't have that one in the handbook. But
it's a 0.5.
Well, we'll put you in a higher number than that. Okay, thank you very much. That's carried. Correspondence and information items. Inquiries. New business. This is the ambulance service review and license renewal update. And Neil, I think you're going to speak to this for me.
I am, Bill, and thanks. I just wanted to provide the board with a quick update on the Middlesex London Paramedic Service Ambulance Service Review process. So as the board is aware, we are required by the Ministry of Health to undergo an ambulance service review, and typically that will provide us with a 3-year license. Our current license expires March the 25th, 2022. So we have undergone recently during COVID the ambulance service review, and typically it is a process where we provide a lot of materials to the Ministry of Health and the team comes on site. But due to COVID restrictions, a lot of this was done virtually, and there are now 3 sections that will form part of the ambulance service review. One is the virtual part of it. The second is when COVID restrictions are lifted, that there will be an on-site visit of the ambulance service review team members themselves, where they'll ride out with our paramedics They'll come to our logistics garage and I'll inspect our equipment. And the third part is where, after we're completed the ambulance service review, we will be subject to unannounced inspections by the Ministry of Health inspectors. So we received late yesterday the ambulance service review draft report, which we're required to respond within 30 days. And this report will also go to County Council, so I wanted to provide it to the board. There were 5 observations that were listed by the Ministry of Health. The first was dealing with just a follow-up on our oxygen testing, and obviously that deals with the calibration. There was one of the targets that was missed. The other was the influenza report, which was due at the end of December in 2020. And obviously we're in the thick of COVID. So that was filed, I think, in early 21. So it was noted that the filing was behind the time. The ministry's third observation was they had noted that Middlesex Land Paramedic Service is not meeting its response time standards, and they've identified that. The fourth one they identified were some deployment plan not being followed. We're actually looking into that. They're identifying downstaffing reports and staff qualifications. So that's something that was not mentioned throughout the process, and certainly not mentioned in the exit interview with the Ministry of Health inspector. So we're trying to ascertain what that is. And the last dealt with a policy that we already have in place dealing with transporting a live patient with a pronounced patient. We thought our policy was clear. The ministry inspector agreed to slightly disagree. We've corrected that. So overall, it's a very good news report. So it looks like we'll be on target for a license renewal, but the ministry, because of their intent still to conduct on-site inspections, has the ability to modify the term of the license throughout this. But I wanted to provide a timely report to the board, and we will endeavor to also provide a more comprehensive report to County Council in the very near future. Bill, back to you.
Yeah, thank you, Neil. I mean, I always say, and I think it's true, that land ambulance is probably the second most regulated industry and public service behind nursing homes. And this is a lot of work that your group's been through. And I think what you just said in under 3 minutes represents a very large amount of work and a lot of risk mitigation by the team. And so congratulations on that type of report coming through. I know how hard it is to achieve that type of result. So, but I do want to get to any questions that there are out there. Stephen, Kathy, or Curtis, are there any questions about Neil's report? And Neil, are you going to do something in writing maybe for the next little meeting that we have, or maybe you could do it as an email to the folks? Since I know this is hot off the press, so you wanted to get it to them, but we should get it to them in writing too.
Yeah, wherever you want. We're certainly going to be preparing a report for County Council as well. And I was remiss, Bill, I apologize. The areas that the ministry as well commended our service were on preparation for the certification inspection, quality assurance program, and training as well. And it really is a team effort. So congratulations.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, Okay. Questions on this? I know we just sort of sprung this one on you at the last minute, but questions on this? Stephen, yeah, please.
And not even a question, just wanted to pass on my congratulations. It's a lot of work. I've been through a few of them, and I know all the work that the entire team has to put into this. It's not just one day of people coming in. It's a long process, and the preparation that's required on an everyday basis to have so few recommendations and none of large consequence. The commendations are well deserved. So thank you for reporting out to us, Chief Roberts, and congratulations.
Okay, anything else? Oh, Kathy, I'm reading yours. You were agreeing with all of that Stephen said, so that's nice. Anything else on this, Neil, or anybody else? Okay. Marcy, what do I need to do with that? You look like you have that look on your face like, Bill, we need to do something. No, you're good? Okay, I'm going to move on to bylaws then, if you are good with that.
receive it for information if you want, but you can just move on to bylaws too.
Okay, well, let's receive it for information from, moved by Curtis, Stephen and Curtis. All those in favor, it's carried. If Curtis even nudges a shoulder, I'm throwing him in there these days. Like if he blinks or if the baby cries, doesn't matter what happens.
He'd be
Curtis
well
is-
advised not to go to an auction with you.
Yeah, yes, I'm the auctioneer. Yeah, he don't everything. Okay, bylaws 8A, a bylaw to confirm proceedings of August 26th meeting. That's really what you want, Marcy, is that you want all this? Okay, moved by Kathy, we better, there she is, Curtis, okay, that the first and second reading of the bylaws be given. All those in favor? It's carried. I don't know why we're doing this, Marcy, you can explain it to me later. I never understand process.
That's why you're not a clerk.
I never will be. I was at one point in time. I sucked at it so bad they made me the CAO. That's how bad. Third and final reading, sorry, moved by Steven's gonna buy something here, and Curtis is next. He smiled, that's enough. All those in favor? That's carried, okay. So next meetings, Neil, your thoughts on that? Like, I'm thinking that we should get together again soon, relatively soon. What are your thoughts on this? It's August now. Are we thinking this is sort of a November update in terms of where we're at? You like that?
Yes, I do, very much so.
Okay, we have a couple of things that we do want to get, like sort of more regular, non-budgetary type stuff we want to get back to you on. So I think that November time period works. And we'll be, of course, in touch with everybody over the next couple of months, but that's when I think we should try to get back together again, hopefully in person. Wear your masks, do all the things you're supposed to do, and then we'll hopefully see everybody in person. So that's our plan for the next meeting. Okay, is there anything else? Because I'm going to go to adjournment, let everybody get on with their day. Kathy's touching her ear. That must mean she wants to move adjournment. And seconded by Curtis. Okay, all those in favor? Thanks, everybody. I really appreciated the dialogue today, the conversation. It was good discussion and debate, and I really appreciated it. Thank you so much. Okay, have a great day, everybody.